Hey Lakers fans, Laker Lou here, and we've got some news today that might be tough to hear, but it's a major topic of discussion around the league. Get ready, because we're talking about a potential move involving a fan favorite that could be the key to getting us the big man we desperately need. All right, let's jump right into it. The biggest need for the Los Angeles Lakers this offseason is crystal clear. We need a starting center, and we need one with urgency. While no one regrets trading Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, that move secured our future. It left a huge gap in the middle that must be filled if we want to be serious championship contenders next season. And according to several prominent voices, the player who might have to be sacrificed to get that impact center is our very own Austin Reaves. The context here is our current roster situation after the Luka trade and our playoff exit. We saw firsthand, against the Timberwolves, how much we need size and consistent play in the paint. Austin Reaves has emerged as a legitimate star in this league, having a career year averaging 20.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game. He's become incredibly popular and a key piece of the team, often seen as the third pillar alongside Luka and LeBron. However, analysts like Bill Simmons and Bill Plaschke are now strongly suggesting that trading Reaves is a painful truth and a necessary step for the Lakers to acquire the impact big man they need. As one source put it, if the Lakers want to get where they need to go, they'll have to do it without Austin Reaves. Now let's talk about the impact of this potential move. Trading Reaves would be incredibly difficult emotionally for the fan base and potentially for the team chemistry, given his popularity and connection with LeBron. But from a strategic standpoint, his high value makes him the most likely asset to acquire a top-tier center. Simmons even stated, "When Reaves gets traded this summer, and he is getting traded, the stuff they get back for him is going to make it look even worse that the Dallas Mavericks didn't get him in the trade." This highlights just how valuable Reaves is perceived around the league. Analyzing why Reaves is the player being discussed, despite his importance, comes down to a few factors. While he's great, his secondary playmaking might be seen as somewhat redundant next to Luka. More importantly, he's a highly valuable trade asset on a relatively team-friendly contract for one more year. But he'll be due a significant pay raise. After that, potentially upwards of $40 million per year if he hits free agency. The Lakers are in win-now mode, and using Reaves to acquire a player who directly addresses a glaring weakness like the center position might be seen as the fastest path to a championship. What are the possible consequences and questions this raises for the season ahead? If the Lakers decide to trade Reaves, who do they target at center? Can they get a player who truly elevates the team into championship contention? How does the team replace Reaves's scoring and playmaking? This potential move signals that the Lakers are prioritizing winning a title in the immediate future, even if it means making a tough decision about a beloved player. It leaves us wondering if the front office will finally give in and make the move that many analysts believe is inevitable to acquire that much-needed big man for a 2026 championship push. All right, Lakers Nation, what do you think about the idea of trading Austin Reaves to get a starting center? Is it a necessary sacrifice, or should the Lakers hold on to him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're bracing yourselves for a potentially emotional but impactful offseason, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel for all the latest Lakers news, rumors, and analysis. Thanks for tuning in. Go Lakers! Hey Lakers fans! Laker Lou here, and we've got a trade prediction making headlines that could bring some serious veteran firepower and finally address our biggest need. Get ready, because we're talking about potentially adding a six-time All-Star to the purple and gold. All right, let's jump right into the news everyone's buzzing about. After a disappointing playoff exit, the Los Angeles Lakers are facing a crucial offseason with more questions than answers. With the future of Luka Doncic potentially uncertain beyond next season, he has a player option, and LeBron James turning 40, General Manager Rob Pelinka is under pressure to build a roster that can compete for a championship now and convince our stars to stay. The big question is, does he make marginal moves, or does he swing for the fences for another all-star? The context here is our clear need for a viable starting center, a weakness exposed in the playoffs. But beyond that, the Lakers need more reliable depth and veteran presence. A proposed trade idea from NBA Trade Rumors suggests a blockbuster deal with the Sacramento Kings that would address both needs. The Kings, meanwhile, are reportedly stuck in that difficult middle ground, not good enough to contend, but not bad enough for a top draft pick, which might make them open to retooling. Now let's talk about the massive impact of this proposed trade. The idea is that the Lakers would acquire six-time NBA All-Star DeMar DeRozan and center Jonas Valanciunas from the Sacramento Kings. In return, the Kings would receive Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, Maxi Kleber, and an unprotected 2031 first-round pick. For the Lakers, this would instantly give us a viable starting center in Valanciunas, who brings size, rebounding, and post-scoring. DeRozan, even at this stage, is a proven scorer and playmaker who could provide significant punch, potentially as a starter or a high-impact sixth man. Imagine a potential starting lineup of Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, DeMar DeRozan, LeBron James, and Jonas Valanciunas. Analyzing how the team would adapt, this trade involves giving up some valuable pieces in Rui, Knecht, and Kleber, plus a distant but unprotected first-round pick. That's a significant chunk of our depth and future assets. However, the analysis suggests this move is worth the risk for Rob Pelinka and coach J.J. Redick because it gives the Lakers two real chances at winning a championship in the immediate future. It addresses the glaring center need and adds another proven scorer. For the Kings, receiving young talent in Rui and Knecht, plus draft capital, could be a smart move to pivot and build for the future, potentially moving off other veterans like Zach LaVine or Domantas Sabonis as well. What are the possible consequences and questions this trade raises for the season ahead? If this trade happens, does this roster have enough to compete with the top teams in the West? How does DeRozan fit into the offensive hierarchy alongside Luka and LeBron? Can Valanciunas provide the consistent defensive anchor we need? The upside is clear, a legitimate shot at a title. The downside? If it doesn't work out in the next 2 seasons, DeRozan and Valanciunas' contracts would expire by the summer of 2027. Assuming Valanciunas signs a new deal as his current one expires, and LeBron might be retired, freeing up significant cap space to build around a 28-year-old Luka Doncic. This trade is a clear win-now move with a built-in potential reset button, leaving us wondering if Pelinka is ready to make this bold prediction a reality. All right, Lakers Nation, what do you think about this potential trade idea bringing DeMar DeRozan and Jonas Valanciunas to the Lakers? Is this the right move to make us a championship team? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're excited about the possibility of adding these veterans and addressing the center need, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel for all the latest Lakers news, rumors, and analysis. Thanks for tuning in. Go Lakers!